Welcome to Cube English 2. You are watching video 1, which is an introduction to Cube English 2. This video is mainly for first-year students, so let's get started. Here are the contents of Cube English 2. These are the main things that we will be doing this semester. You'll notice, or you should notice, that a lot of these things are activities that we did in semester 1 in Cube English 1. We'll do more extensive reading, and in this semester we're also going to introduce extensive listening. Again, we'll be focusing a lot of time and energy on vocabulary study. Again, we will be working on a learning journal, mainly for the Global Challenges class. And the last two items, can-do statements and reflective writing. So I'll talk about each one of these items one more time, or a little bit more. First of all, reading. You may remember this question from Cube English 1. We had a lecture about reading. What kinds of reading material are most useful? We believe that you should be reading lots of different genres. But also, sometimes you'll want to read several books in the same genre. So we want you to get a balance of different genres and then sometimes reading the same genre. Also, we believe you need both challenging and easy reading. In your first year at Cube, we really want you to do lots and lots of easy reading. That's why we're doing extensive reading in Cube English. Finally, you need to be reading stuff that's interesting for you. Stories that you're interested in, topics that you're interested in. You may remember this chart from the lecture in Cube English 1. Basically, in this chart, we're trying to compare intensive reading and extensive reading. Intensive reading is the kind of reading that you probably did in high school, and sometimes you'll be doing here at Cube. But the extensive reading, if you look at the purpose is general understanding and enjoyment. So trying to learn to enjoy reading in English. So you can see on the right-hand side, that's the items for extensive reading, and compared to the left side, which is intensive reading. So what level to read? Last semester, most students were reading Easy Starts or the Level 1 books. In this semester, again, stick to books that are at your proper level. Most of you will be reading at Level 1 and Level 2. Some students might be ready for Level 3, but please talk to your teacher before challenging Level 3. So read at this level for all of October, and then we'll look at trying to move up in November. Okay? Key word again is quantity. So how much should you be reading? Again, in semester 2, 2 to 5 books per week. That's your target. Keep reading. So advice, start soon. That's the main advice. Go to the media center and find yourself a book. Something new that we will be doing this semester is M-Reader. Now, M-Reader is a collection of short quizzes based on the graded readers. So last semester, you were choosing one book a week and writing a short book report. This semester, after finishing a book, you'll go on to Moodle Reader and take a short quiz. You again need to keep a record of all the books that you read, and your Cube English teacher will help you with this. We'll talk more about M-Reader in another video. So, vocabulary building. This question was also from one of our lectures in Cube English 1. Are some words more important to learn than others? The answer, definitely yes. Why? You may remember this quote from Paul Nation. The most frequent 2,000 words cover about 87% of the average text. So knowing the right words will really help you understand when you're reading and also when you're listening. So we call these power words. We'll talk more about that. The word lists, you may remember from semester 1, the general service list. At CUBE, we're basically focusing on the first 2,000 words, or the 2,000 high-frequency words. These are the words that come up a lot in English. And also, we're using the academic word list, which is a total of 570 words. These are the words that will help you with your studies at CUBE and also outside of CUBE. So here's the breakdown by semester. So if you remember from semester 1, we basically tried to focus on the first 1,000 words of the general service list. Most of these words you probably learned in high school or in junior high school, but we tried to do a review. The academic word list, you remember we did sublist 1, 2, and 3. So there are 60 words per sublist. You took 3 quizzes in semester 1. Semester 2, in the middle there in red, we'll work on the next 500 of the general service list, and we'll do sublists 4, 5, and 6 from the academic word list. Semester 3 is there at the bottom. This is what you'll be doing next year. The Learning Journal, we did this in semester 1 in CUBE English 1. We'll continue this in semester 2. Mainly you'll be working on your Global Challenges Learning Journal, and we will give you some time in CUBE English 2 class to find interesting material and useful material for your learning journal. We'll work on this some more in semester 2. The can-do statements, we didn't spend a lot of time on this in semester 1. The can-do statements were developed by the Common European Framework of Reference Group. We call these the CEFR can-do statements. And basically these statements are used to check your own progress, to see what you can do from semester to semester, and also to set targets. What do you want to be able to do with English? Something new that we'll be doing in CUBE English 2 is reflective writing. Every Friday we will ask you to think about the week and ask yourself these questions. So what did you study or learn this week? And also what problems or questions do you have? And also what do you need to do to prepare for the upcoming week? So we believe this reflective thinking and reflective writing at the end of the week will help you with your CUBE English classes, but also your other classes. So finally, our advice, stay positive, try to look for the bright spots, have fun. We hope you have fun in the CUBE English program, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Thank you very much for listening to video 1, the Introduction to CUBE English 2.